It might be. Okay, it's recording.
Okay. And I guess as soon as it's done, we can post it on Facebook, so that will take care of that portion of it. So are we good to go? It's 7:02. I think we can get started. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the District 68 2024 District Leadership Candidate Showcase. The showcase is a platform for us to get to know our candidates for district leadership roles, and it's an opportunity for our members to learn about each candidate's vision, positions, and ideas to enhance the district. So before, I'll give the instructions now to the candidates, and after that, we'll sequester the candidates in the breakout room until it's your turn to be interviewed. We'll leave Maria in the room and sequester Erica and Kenzie into a breakout room. So Brendan, if you can open a breakout room for our two candidates.
One moment. So let's see. Okay, so one of my computers has co-host privileges. And so now we're going to manually have some breakout rooms. Who do you want in each breakout room?
Just one breakout room, and I want Kenzie and Erica in a breakout room.
Kenzie and Erica. Okay, so I'm going to open it for an indefinite amount of time.
And you can go in with them if you want. Or
Well, okay.
message them here.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I'll be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, and it's going to force Erica and Kenzie into the room.
Not at the moment. I just have a few instructions to read.
Oh, certainly. Sorry.
I was just making sure you have the breakout rooms ready for when it's their turn to go into there.
Certainly.
Okay. With that out of the way, let's talk about how the process is going to work. So all of the candidates will be interviewed for 6 minutes. You'll have 6 minutes. You have the option to give either an opening statement or a closing statement, or both if you wish. Or you can go directly to the questions. If you're giving an opening statement, your time will begin when you begin with your opening statement. But if you're going straight to the questions, your time will begin after the first question has been asked and you begin responding to that question. When you're done answering a question, please indicate to the interviewer that you're done by saying, "Next question, please." So they're not talking over you. At 4 minutes, you will see a green background. At 5 minutes, you'll see a yellow background. And if you're giving a closing statement, this is the time you start giving your closing statement, when you see the yellow background. And at 6 minutes, you'll see a red background and you will be muted at that time if you haven't finished. So in true Toastmasters fashion, you know how to wrap it up when you see the red background. Once you've been interviewed, you can stay in the main room. I believe that's all the instructions I have for now, but are there any questions before we begin? Okay, before we begin, let's recognize a few people in the room. We have past District Director Tina Gilliard. She's going to be one of the moderators. We have Kimberly Choplin from District 29. She's another moderator. They're co-moderators. And these two lovely ladies have stepped up, volunteered to co-host the questions and take you all through the candidate showcase. I also see we've been joined by our immediate past district director, Tofi Kashiru. And we have almost everyone on our deck. We have our program quality director, Santi Perulu. We have our club road director, Glenn Pellegrin. Our finance manager, Cindy Nobles, and our admin manager, Juliana Posh. Any questions? Hearing none. Brendan, if you can open the breakout room and take Erica and Kenzie, switch them away to the breakout room.
Yep, they're there now.
Okay, thank you. And let the show begin. Everybody, just the normal Zoom etiquette, stay muted. And try not to chat while the candidates, just to minimize distraction, sorry. Okay, now at this point, I'll hand it over to Kimberly. I believe Kimberly is going to begin the questions. So take it away, ladies.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Maria. Thank you for accepting the nomination as the district director. Would you like to start with an opening statement or go straight to questions?
Let me start with a brief opening statement. I've been involved with Toastmasters since October 2013, and what I least expected was to reach at this point within the Toastmaster organization. I am honored to be nominated, and I look forward to the questions, the challenging questions, and let's proceed.
Okay, so your first question, when leading a team, describe your decision-making style.
What I'd like to do is get everyone's input, know what the goal is and meeting together, listening to those that are in part of my team and see what their point of view is, realizing that there's a goal and that we need to be unified to determine the correct response. And it's not about us. That's going to be my motto. It's not going to be about us as leaders. It's going to be about the members of the constituency. So the best decision for everyone overall in the district. Next question.
Perfect. What procedures should be implemented to ensure the district leaders are conducting themselves according to the core values?
Good question. I believe, first of all, we need to be reminded of the core values because we have to implement that in all aspects of our leadership, whether it be from the top all the way down to the bottom of the club members. We have to constantly remind our members because we're human and we're going to have disagreements, and part of the core value is respect. And we have to always keep that in mind when we're dealing with other people. Integrity, service, and excellence. That part, it comes into play when we accept a role as leadership and being examples to those below us and to those who want to excel in their personal decision of being a leader, whether it be outside of Toastmasters or within. And always nudging those that need a little bit of reminders. We're going to have to help those and be their mentors and encourage them just to work at it a little bit at a time. But most importantly, respect. Next question.
What can you and your district do to get more members excited about being part of the leadership process?
I believe everyone needs to be heard and recognized. Members want to be heard, whether it be in the club, in their area division, all the way up. There are some groups probably that feel like they aren't being heard, whether it be the protocol of Toastmasters International or because of logistics. And I want to tell those groups that we are seeing you, we are noticing you, and we want to implement some sort of plan to reach out more to those clubs that need to be, that want that attention. Next question.
Tell us about a time when you choose to do something, although not best for you and your personal goals, met the needs of others. What made you decide to act in their best interest and while sacrificing your own?
If y'all don't mind me saying this, taking this position is pretty much a decision that I had to make. Initially, I know the need was there and I knew about it, but I was hoping someone else would step up, and there's others out there that would step up as leaders. But we all know the predicament of our district, and if we care enough about our district, our members, and our clubs, we're going to reach out, we're going to step up and be aware of the challenges and take on those challenges and be positive, and knowing that it's going to be challenging. There's going to be some, but that's the good thing about Toastmasters. It's the learning process. And I look forward to that challenge. Next question.
Describe a successful team you led.
Repeat that, please.
Describe a successful team you led.
Oh my God. A couple of years ago, well, actually, it was my first time being Division A director. And I did not even see it. I didn't even see it when I was nominated to be or to step up to be area director, but it's not until I became Division A director. I had a very good team. We had great communication. The team members were in the logistically like a couple of miles away, a couple of hours of driving distance, but yet we maintained communication. And in our meetings, we made it entertaining and fun. And it wasn't so much me, it was the members that I had, my area directors. And everyone has their personality and everyone has a fun nature to them, but we all work together to accomplish a goal. And I can't recall if my division was recognized or not, but ultimately the challenge was there. We had great communication. We may have had some miscommunications at times or not in agreement at times, but for the most part, everyone was on the same path.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for your district director nominee, Maria Izaguirre.
Thank you, everyone.
And now I will turn it over to my
Brendan, would you bring Erica back into the main room, please?
All right, she says she's on her way. She's leaving the breakout. She's on her way.
Good evening, Erica.
Hi.
Thank you for accepting the nomination of Program Quality Director. Would you like to begin with an opening statement or go straight to the questions?
I would like to go straight to the questions, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When working with a group of peers, describe your decision-making style.
Okay, my decision-making style, Madam Moderator, is to hear all sides of the story and we come to an agreement. It's not where I execute my decision over others. That's not a team. That's not right. You hear everybody's input and you incorporate it and work together as a team. So when we reach a final decision, it's for the better good of the members. Next question, please.
What is your pathways role in the adoption of pathways by the members? What is your role in the adoption of pathways by the members?
Madam Moderator, I'm finding Pathways is now the new, well, not so new now, it's been available for 3 years. It is the educational program accessible to everyone. We just have to make sure that everyone is on board with the educational program. It's easily accessible. If they cannot access it by computer, then we will advise as district leaders that they access it by printout, because there is no other way for a club to achieve its educational goals without Pathways. It's very helpful, very beneficial. I find it educational as well, and that it does help me personally outside of Toastmasters. Next question, please.
Erica, many newly chartered clubs fold within the first year. What would you recommend as remedies to save these clubs?
Okay, thank you, Madam Moderator. To retain members, especially if it's a new club getting off the ground, first of all, I would say it's hard to get 20 members and to retain those 20 members. We can't strong arm them and hold them. We have to be flexible, and we just have to accept things, because a lot of people have dropped out maybe because of financial reasons, life or job. I was a charter member of West Bank Toastmasters. Jeff Harris had asked me to help charter West Bank Toastmasters, and it was from 2015 to 2016, within that first year, to get 20 members to get our charter. And I've seen people come and go, but that's because of their job has taken them to different places out of state. There's nothing that we have control over with the state. We just have to roll with it and publicize clubs to gain new members, because without membership, clubs can't exist. Next question, please.
How will you use your annual conference to promote the club and district missions?
Thank you, Madam Moderator. As district lead, I'm currently area director. I've been seeing the inner works of planning this conference as contest master. It's important to publicize, because without the numbers, we cannot put on a conference financially. I've known that because I also am a bookkeeper, and I can see how without the income, there's no operations. So in order to have a publicity person or a publicity manager, we have to promote the clubs and the conference and bring in people, and hopefully have it more upbeat and persuasive, and in the same way make it informative, not boring at all, because we want people who are new to this to see what it's about. We don't want them to get the general idea that we're just old biddies holding champagne glasses with monocles. That's not what Toastmasters is. We're a unique organization that helps people develop communication skills and leadership skills in a positive environment. We're fun, we're casual, and at the same time, we're very professional. So next question, please.
What can you and your district do to get more members excited about being a part of the leadership process?
Okay, Madam Moderator. To get more people to join leaders, such as myself and the incoming district director, we need more leaders in the district leadership council, whereas it's the division directors, because I know we're 3 short, and the division directors pick the area councils. Now, sometimes it's just as easy to go up to your peer and say, hey, why don't you be division leader? I think you make a great leader. And sometimes it doesn't work out like that. It's a manhunt, basically. I had to go through the process when I was division director to find area directors. And not to give up, I had to go through the long list until I knew people well that they would say yes. It's to make it exciting, not to say boring or some other obligation, because it's about working together. to making District 68 better together, which is our theme this year for District 68 conference. Thank you. Next question, please.
What will you do differently than past district leaders?
Thank you, Madam Moderator. What I would do differently is I would incorporate more fun into the learning process, the training programs. For example, at work, I've been to so many training sessions every month for the same 24 years, and it's boring. And just like going to Toastmasters, how many training sessions I've been part of since 2004 or whichever, since I took club officer role.
Thank you, Erica. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate our candidate for Program Quality Director.
Brendan, if you can bring Kenzie back into the main room. Thank you.
Okay, in 10 seconds, he'll be moved. Thank you.
Thank you, Brendan.
Welcome back, Ken.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you first off for accepting the nomination for the Division B Director. Would you like to begin with an opening statement or go straight to questions?
Opening statement, please.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Go ahead.
All right, I'm ready. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ken Zoman. I've been in Toastmasters a number of years. I've held the position of Sergeant at Arms and recently Treasurer and Area Director. I'm a member of GSU in Baton Rouge. Taking the role of the Division Director is going to make me grow as a person and perform duties that I have never attempted before. Just like that of Area Director. I've also lived in 7 different states, and I graduated from LSU, and I like to, in my spare time, exercise and read, and that is my statement.
Thank you. Your first question, describe a successful team you led.
Describe a successful team I led. Wow. That I haven't really been a manager or anything in my career. So I haven't really managed people. This is going to be a new experience for me. I mean, the only thing I can think of is being area director this past year. And that is, I'm ready for the next question.
Okay. Describe your roles and responsibilities and how you will achieve them.
My role is to build new clubs and support clubs. I plan to, this is going to be something new for me too. I plan to use social media and learn how to advertise on the various social media platforms. And what was the second part of the question?
How do you plan on achieving them? I think you can answer that part too.
Okay, all right.
What will you do differently from past leaders?
What will I do differently from past leaders? I really, well, what will I do differently from past leaders? Hopefully I'll be a better communicator and follow up, and that is, and I'm ready for the next question.
Okay. Who was the most influential mentor in your journey to seek a position in district leadership?
It would have to be 2 people. Santhi and Grace both encouraged me. They said I'd do a good job, and and I was reluctant at first, but since becoming area director, and I had to be the contest chair for I never been a contest chair before, and I was encouraged to be the contest chair for the club as a dry run, and I was nervous, of course, the first time, and then when the area conference came around, it was much easier. The hardest challenge for me is going to be to motivate people to volunteer. That's what I need to work on. Next question.
Okay. What committees would you like to see be put in place to support district success?
What committees? The committees that I would like to be supported would be a mentoring committee. I mean, that's already in place, but to mentor new area directors and new division directors, to guide them and to see if they, and that the division and area directors can see if they're going off track or on the right track, and to give them encouragement. I'm ready for the next question.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in Toastmasters?
I plan myself to still be a Toastmaster and continuing to grow. I'm not sure about what positions I want to take in the future. I'm just going to take it year by year and see how the division director goes for me. Next question.
Perhaps the division director's role is one of the most underutilized positions in the district. What metrics of accountability and responsibility for the position would you recommend?
What metrics underutilized? I would say the metrics I would use would probably be to see how many successful clubs there are in each division, and see how much they have grown from the previous year. That is the end of my answer.
How can we encourage members to speak up to address concerns about club and district leadership?
I'd say get to know them in a personal way, and let them know you care, and that they can say anything that they want if they want to.
Thank you so much, Ken. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for the Division B Director nominee, Ken Zielman. And with that, I will turn the moderation back over to our current district director, Hazel.
Thank you, Kimberly, and thank you, Tina, for being awesome moderators this evening. I'm sure everybody enjoyed getting to know our candidates a little bit better, getting to hear their vision and plans for the coming year. So if you can now unmute and feel free to talk.
Yay.
I'm going to stop the recording now. The job is done.